Listen, there's absolutely no time to explain. I'm you from the future. They're all gone.
What?
All of them. They're all gone.
What's gone?
The headphone jacks. They're all gone. There's no way it's all of them. It started with Apple, and then there was the Pixel. Everyone thought the Pixel was going to be like the savior for... And then the Samsung, Motorola, the Moto Z. They're all gone. Hey guys, DMS3TV here. Living without a headphone jack could be a scary thought. We might be looking at a future without one, but to see how it'd be, I've tried using the iPhone 7 for about 7 months. Now, being an audio guy, someone who relies very heavily on having a headphone jack with me at all times, this has been a very interesting experience, which is why today I'm going to talk about it. The obvious thing is the first time you forget your little dongle adapter with you and end up in your friend's car driving down the road, they pass you the cord to play some music, and you can't do anything with it. This becomes a frequent, unpleasant reminder of the decision you made. My car uses a lightning connector now to play music directly into my radio, which does charge the phone at the same time. I experimented with some Bluetooth headphones, though, let's be honest, Bluetooth really isn't that good. And in most situations, phone speakers just won't cut it. Mixing that with Apple's lackluster, to say the least, support for synchronizing music with third-party music players that aren't streaming services like Spotify and Tidal made this a difficult experience for an audio guy. Now on that subject, Tidal in itself has been a big save for me. Tidal, Google Play Music, Spotify, things like that. Tidal, of course, being my go-to right now because they offer high-quality streaming. But the biggest thing that made this doable for the amount of time I've been using this phone is the OTG connector. Using things like the Dragonfly Black or the iFi IDSD Black label over a USB connection have made this work. And of course, in those cases, I am getting more power and a better DAC than I would be with most phones. But of course, that's part of the trade-off. I can't really charge my phone while using the OTG connector. So if I'm low on battery and want to listen to music, I'm kind of out of luck unless I want to get one of the cheap little charging DAC amp combos that lets me plug a charger in and then also run out a small headphone jack. And usually those don't power hardly any of the headphones that I have, except for maybe Monks or some low-end IEMs. And even then, the quality is not ideal. But as newer and newer smartphones are coming out, we're starting to see the headphone jack less and less. It makes me wonder why. All the renders we've seen so far of the Pixel 2 seem to show there's not going to be a headphone jack. The new Moto Z2 Force does not have a headphone jack. And I imagine at some point Samsung is going to jump on the bandwagon and not have a headphone jack either. This boils down to the consumer idea of a wireless future. And let's be honest, most people, your average person who's going to go out and buy your random brand headphones from Best Buy or whatever, probably thinks that Bluetooth is just as good as a wired connection. And that's what this is marketed towards. The future with no headphone jack isn't marketed towards the audiophile, it's not marketed towards the hi-fi guy, it's marketed towards the average person who really doesn't care if their music sounds good. Now, of course, this is opening up tons and tons of doors for companies to be building OTG products that would run through lightning cables or Type-C or just different things like that, micro USB, whatever. So there is still hope for all of us. But this journey's not going to be without its hiccups, and I, for one, am not too excited. That being said, there have been pluses to my experience with this iPhone. While I'm generally more of an Android guy, the battery life on this phone has been pretty insane, which is one of the reasons they claimed they needed to remove the headphone jack on it. Now, seeing how the DAC in the dongle is only about this big, I don't see how that's saving that much space for battery, but if it works, it works. And even using this phone with Bluetooth headphones, it would still last me all throughout my day, which I find to be very impressive because Bluetooth seriously drains battery. But at some point there has to be a compromise between making a device thinner and taking away important features that could drive away part of your audience. So guys, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about the future of the headphone jack. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? What's gonna happen? And do you guys want to see me try and cover some Bluetooth stuff? I haven't looked into too many different Bluetooth headsets, but with the changes coming up, it might be in our best interest. So anyway, until then guys, Peace.